What's going on, y'all? It's Saturday. We're back in the shop. I just got down here and Pop's already had the fire stoked up again, and it's pretty warm in here. So I was just looking over the chassis real quick. Man, this satin black looks good. It turned out a lot better than I thought it would. For a couple of rookies, I think it looks pretty good. So we're gonna definitely go with it. It's dry. I mean, it's all dry pretty good. As long as we don't beat and bang on it a whole lot today, I think it'll be all right. So what we may do is just slide it over a little bit, lay it up, and get the paint in that bottom. Let that dry today. Tomorrow, get it laid back down, or this evening sometime. And because it's sunny outside, it's supposed to be a little bit warmer today, so we may get that bottom painted, get it laid back down, and see if we can get that third coat on the top. If we can get that third coat on the top, then the paint will be done and we'll be ready to start bolting parts on. Appreciate y'all watching. Y'all hang out with us. We're gonna get some work done. I'll show y'all real quick what it looks like. I just took the air hose and blew it off. She's pretty slick. It looks good. That satin turned out really good. I think she's gonna be all right. What y'all think? Y'all hang out with us. Pops will be down here in just a minute. We'll get this thing flipped up. We'll get to do some more painting today. Well, we got her flipped up. Got it propped up on a jack stand with a rag on it so it didn't scratch the halo. Put a board under this side to kind of raise it up off the floor a little more. Got it sitting on some paper for that frame right there, and we'll start getting all this gray covered up. We were just discussing, I'll probably just stick my body through here and just go ahead and spray the bottom of the halo and everything in there and work my way out this way, and we'll get all of it sprayed. We don't like much. She'll be all painted. We're gonna throw 2 coats on all this under here, and maybe 3 depending. Let that dry, and maybe this evening or tomorrow we'll lay it back down and put that third coat on that halo and everything up top. Y'all hang out with us. We're gonna do some more painting. All right, we got 1 coat on the bottom. There's still bars I can see gray on, but I'll get those on the next coat. We're gonna let this tack up a little bit. I can see some gray down there. But for the most part, it's all painted. I'll step back and look at it here in a minute once I get ready to do the second coat and make sure we get all the gray. And when we flip it back up and lay it flat to do that third coat on the halo, I can also do some touch up there too. It ain't no big deal. But we'll get her all one color. She's covered pretty good. I'll be honest, I'm starting to like that gun. But it's coming out all right. If I could talk today, we'd be all right. I noticed in the last video, I kept repeating myself about doing stuff, but I'll try not to do that as much in this video. Y'all hang tight. We're gonna let this tack up, and we're gonna throw a second coat on this and see what it looks like. If we want to throw a third, I may have to go get some more acetone, but that ain't no big deal. Y'all hang out with us. We're gonna do some more painting. right, y'all. That's 2 coats on the bottom. Everything's covered good. Me and Pops looked it over pretty good, and we didn't see any gray just standing out at us. There's some gray on the bottom of a couple of these bars right here, but when we flip it back up, I can reach under and get that. And there's a little bit of gray on that halo bar right there. So once we get it flipped back up after this dries and sits, we'll probably, be honest with you, we'll probably just let this sit the rest of the day, overnight tonight, and let it harden up good. And then we'll lay it down in the morning. It's supposed to be warmer tomorrow. I've got to run and get some more acetone and filters and mixing cups, so I can run and do that in the morning and when I go to town. And we'll get her flipped back over tomorrow and put that 3rd coat, probably be 4th coat by now. I had some paint left in the gun, so I went ahead and sprayed a lot of that halo stuff. But we'll get it laid back over, touch up anything we see back again from the top side, get that last coat on that thing, and let this thing sit up and let it harden good, and just let it sit here and cure for a couple of days. We appreciate y'all watching. I'll pick it back up in the morning when we go to lay it down, and y'all hang out with us. All right, y'all. We're back in the shop this afternoon. It's still Saturday. Me and Pops let the bottom of this chassis dry good, and we went ahead and laid it on our roller around cart, threw some rags under it, just trying to keep from scratch. We know it's going to get scratched eventually, but for the time being, we're going to keep it from getting scratched. And I cleaned up, the paint mess on the table, and Pops has been sweeping the floor, and we've just been kind of cleaning up a little bit. We've got a couple projects. There's a boy going to drop off a rear end here in a little while. It's a 9-inch rear end for a Camaro. We just got to do some spring perch. We got to do some spring perch relocation on it for a leaf spring car. But he's going to drop it off. We'll do that this evening or in the morning. I'm going to grab some more acetone. And we do have some overspray on our halo and stuff. Parts of it look a little dull from the overspray, but for the most part, she turned out pretty good. So we're going to throw another coat on all this up here tomorrow. These down tubes, all this top halo and stuff, and some of these bars down here that look a little dull. But we'll get her cleaned up. We'll get that last coat on it tomorrow. One of the reasons we also put it on the roll around cart is so tomorrow it's supposed to be close to 60. They're not sure. We've heard 62 and we've heard 57. But anyway, it'll be warmer. So we can roll this thing outside after we paint it in the morning. We want to let this thing sit in the sun for a while and just bake as much of that paint on there as it can. So y'all hang out with us. By the way, that tab right there ain't painted. I know somebody's going to notice it. There's one little gray spot right there. But it's right there. So y'all hang out with us. We'll do the final coat tomorrow. I may not film that. I may just come down here tomorrow and throw that paint on it, get it outside. I'll just post a picture on our Facebook. And well, that's going to be it for the painting pretty much. We've got it all one color. It turned out pretty good for our first time using a spray gun. So we watched a few YouTube videos on spraying Rust-Oleum, and it turned out pretty good. I think it did anyway. Yeah. It suits me just fine. I'm happy with it. She's pretty slick in person. Appreciate y'all watching. Can't thank y'all enough for watching. This is going to be part 2 of the painting process and the final part. But we got her all painted. We're ready to bolt some parts on this thing. We've been going through our parts pile. We don't have a lot of parts, so what we do have, we will get put on it, and we'll just keep gathering parts. Y'all hang out with us. Appreciate y'all watching. Like, comment, subscribe.
God bless you.
Till next time, we'll see y'all.
See you later.